Hello, everybody. We are live from Montreal, Quebec with Mr. David Solomon, and my name is Stuart Brisgell, and I'm in Aventura, Florida. And today is an interesting topic that David is going to leave. And it's some guys want to ban guns. Others cry we need more education. Some guys blame gangs while others blame mental issues. And I think this is going to be a very hot, heated debate. And I'm going to let my partner, David, over on that side to take it. David, I think I need 10 seconds to get ready. What about you?
Yeah, take your 10. Hey everybody, David Solomon back here on Montreal and Stuart being in the United States. And today what I want to address is this whole notion of gun control. And it's really, the question is it a physical thing, an emotional thing, an educational thing, as Stuart alluded to before? So part of what my research in terms of the gun control, what's going on is we as outsiders looking again at the beautiful United States as the big snow dome that you are, we are absolutely bewildered. Now, our wonderful country has some form of gun control. Yes, we do. But it's not to say that we do not have people wielding guns and shooting people or using them for crimes or whatever. However, when you look at the percentages that are involved in the crimes, the United States, when it comes to the gun-related killings as a homicide, guys, congratulations. In the light of the gold medal, you're it. You guys seem to use the gun as if it is the thing. You need to do it. You need to use the gun. What I'm trying to understand is, you look at the number of mass murders that have occurred in the United States since 1991. And again, folks, beautiful, great stuff, beautiful numbers once again. Dozens of people killed in mass murders. But that's occasional. Take a look at the city of Chicago, where people love to say, there are no problems in the United States with guns. It's absolute garbage, to say that the guns have no relationship. Really? I try to understand how in 2019, there were 2,146 shootings. And then in 2020, 50% more shootings and consequently 50% more murders, all related to a gun. Now, before you all throw in these are gangs, no, it's not all related to gangs. It's related to interaction between people. When I see what's going on in the United States and this whole notion of, and it's, by the way, it's coming in Canada too, in a lot of countries, they talk about let's defund the police. We don't need the police. We'll take care of ourselves. And throwing these Second Amendment rights and saying to me, oh yeah, I can carry a gun and I can protect myself. How are you doing with that, folks? How are you really doing? Because so far you're the murder capital of the world when it comes up to things. You have more guns per person, which is insane to believe. Okay, more guns per person than anywhere else in the world. And you're saying, we don't have a problem. Well, if you don't have a problem, why do you folks need 120 firearms per 100 residents? Like, you guys are beating out wonderful countries like Yemen and Uruguay and Lebanon. Congratulations. At the end of the day, what we don't understand is, why can't you control your problem here? It's not an NRA versus gun control lobby groups. It's a mentality. It's a mindset. And Stuart, frankly, I think that the American way has become more violent and is out of control. And I'm not here saying we should ban guns. And that's why I pose the question, is it gun control or some form of people control?
Okay. Wow. You wanted to lay it on me thick, and I'm going to lace you back in many ways, and I hope my screen that I shared.
Bring it on, Stuart.
I want to bring this out. Okay, first of all, David, I live in the United States, live in Canada. The current total homicide rate in Canada, the 2018 is 0.52. I'll agree with you. There you go, right? 0.52. The homicide rate in the United States is 4.46, right? As of 2017. But at the same token, I want to tell you the Venezuelan homicide rate is 26.4, Uruguay 4.7. Let's go on here. The Philippines is 7.62, Paraguay 6%, Panama 9%. I mean, 11%, almost 12% in Mexico, 35% in Jamaica,
like your comparison,
30% in Honduras, 25% in Guatemala, 20% in Colombia.
So
and
U.S.
You want to know something, guys? Hang
you're
on.
Comparing,
David,
comparing the U.S. to third world countries.
The United States. Stop. The United States per capita has, you got to understand, 120 guns per 100 inhabitants. We have more guns than anyone else, yet there are so many other countries in the world that outperform us. Now, if you look at the number from Belgium,
beautiful,
or you extrapolate the population versus ours, they're just as bad. The rest of the world is having the same problems in the United States. Moreover, the jurisdictions where most of these crimes are coming from are from democratic cities that have gun bans. I'm sorry, David. If everyone has a gun, then you know what? The guy that's going to do something bad is going to think twice because he'll be the guy who's dead.
You know what? That's exactly the American way. Give him a gun and get out of his way. And you want to know something? When you start comparing yourselves to Colombia and Uruguay and all those countries, congratulations. The so-called most advanced civilization in the world is comparing itself to Colombia. Bravo.
Well, you guys want to compare our immigration policies.
Hold on. Let's stick to gun control. Stop evading the topic as usual. Let's stick to the topic. And the topic is your cultural attitude. And I know there are a bunch of people who are saying, yay, David, you're now this Democrat loving. I didn't say gun control. I didn't say that. My question becomes the why. Why do you believe that more Americans need more guns? Why do you believe that Americans can't control themselves when they have a gun? Why do you believe that it's so important to keep putting more guns rather than educate people? Like, I don't understand. Listen, there are countries in the world.
Who says we're not educating people?
You are not. You are not educating people. Come on. Let's take a look at the way people are acting today towards the police. Right now, you could tell me that there's a respect between the population and the police. They're wielding guns at the face of police officers, for crying out loud. What mental,
So you just said about defunding the police. You know, all these people that are saying ban guns got their own private security. Is that funny? All these politicians that want to go their own private security.
Don't give me that garbage that it's all the people who want to ban guns, because you want to know something? The little mom who's in Connecticut who was trying to protect her kid, and all that stuff, or all that. She doesn't have her own private security. It's not a fact. It's not about banning guns. Guys, banning guns.
What do you mean it's not a fact?
Hold on.
It is
Stuart, let me finish. Banning a gun only means you're going to create a black market. It doesn't mean you're correcting the problem. And that's my point. Banning guns is the same thing. Like, why did we just legalize weed in Canada? There was a whole underground, there's a whole black market. That's a whole conversation in Rant for another day.
About taxation, then you're saying, because the black market isn't taxation. Why is nicotine taxation?
But I'm saying is that when you've made it legal, there is a so-called control. But that's not my point. My point is that no matter what you do, if you make it illegal or you make it legal, if you don't respect the gun and you don't respect fellow man, you will use it as a way to wield power. For God's sakes, there are countries in the world where people have guns. People have guns in their homes, okay? And they don't use it the way Americans use it. You feel as an American way, it's because a Second Amendment right provides you with that power. It's in mindset and an education that is not being taught on how to respect people.
Where are you coming from? I mean, you're right. While they produce games like Grand Theft and where they shoot people, but you know what? I'm going to bring in another friend who's going to help fight this issue. We can't see him, but we can hear him. Hey, John, how you doing?
Well,
No.
you know what? If you're bringing John on, Stuart, I'm out. Because you know what? You're not bringing me an argument. You're bringing me somebody who's going to tell me I'm wrong. You want to tell me, I'll tell you something. John, I respect tremendously, but this is not an argument I want John in. I want to understand the one thing. Are you all blind? Are you all ignorant to believe that in the United States, that you guys have control, you guys understand what
I want to
gun?
stop. Let me get you focused for a second. Let me get you focused for just 1 second. Your complaint is that there's no education about guns. Is that correct?
Show me.
Stop. Answer the question.
No.
You're a blowhard. You're a blowhard. Answer the
buzz off. You know what? You're become a radical mindset. Listen to me careful. Listen to me carefully.
You're not answering the question. You're dictating.
You are not. No, I'm. Oh, okay. So congratulations, Stuart. So you tell me right now that the situation in the United States is optimal with respect to mindset with a gun. You're okay with it. You're okay with it.
Gun and banning guns. I'm trying to understand the correlation.
Stuart, do not put words in my mouth. I never said ban guns. I will repeat myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I never said and repeat, go through the last 12 minutes of this session. I never said the solution is to ban a gun.
Then what's your solution? What are you trying to say?
You have zero education and cultural. We watch you from afar. The whole world watches you from afar.
David,
scratches their head. No, you stop. Stop, because your argument
is... Are you familiar with what a concealed weapons permit is?
What difference does it make?
Stop. You made a statement.
I did, Stuart. I do, Stuart.
Do you know what a concealed weapons permit is?
Why does it? How does that help? How does it help?
How do you obtain a concealed weapons permit?
Stuart, you're addressing the. You're giving me
addressing the situation. You're saying that people that have guns have no education.
No, again, words in my mouth.
Lawlessness.
No, you put words in my mouth, which is a classic Stuart move. You don't address the point. You don't listen to the point. You just try to cause havoc.
I'm going to give you 3 seconds to tell me what your point is.
Stuart, the problem is that you're as a culture, as an American culture, you respect no one. You don't respect each other, and you don't respect the gun. The education is the mindset. Go to countries like Israel, where every home has numerous guns, and very rarely will you see someone wield it the same way you see it in the United States. When I go into if I have to go into a restaurant and be told, I'm sorry, you can't carry a gun into a restaurant. Who the hell needs to carry a gun into a restaurant? The mindset.
So where do you leave the gun? In your car?
Stuart, why are you carrying the gun?
Because you carried a bag of cash from your restaurant to the bank and you have the gun on you. So where did you put the gun?
Surprise. That's the message. Everybody. So the little mom, who's the housewife mom, has to carry a gun because she's carrying cash.
No, she has to carry the gun because some moron said defund the police, and the police guy takes off the words to serve and protect off their vehicle.
So you believe
who's serving and protecting you in Canada? I'm sorry. Do your police cars say to serve and protect? I don't believe they do anymore. They removed that language because they're no longer to serve and protect. So who's going to protect you? What happened in World War II?
I need to put a phrase on a car. The
Germans took away the guns from everyone, and what happened? The mass genocide we call the Holocaust.
For crying out loud, my man, if you would stop putting words in my mouth, maybe this would be a more intelligent exchange. All you're doing right now is putting more words. And the statement that John put up there, I'll give up mine when everyone else gives up theirs. Who has the balls? Who has the balls to say that? You know what? That's the mindset, right?
John is quoting someone. He's quoting Ice-T.
Yeah. Right. Perfect. Yeah. Exactly. More and more of the attitude. I won't do anything. I will take no form of leadership, and I will take no form of action to better society. You know what, Stuart? I'm sorry to tell you, but I don't need a gun to protect myself here. You do? That's frightening. No, I don't.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't.
There's no gun murders. There's no people shot.
Oh my God, Stuart!
There's no loose guns.
You know, Stuart. Yeah. On a percentage basis, we have negligible. It's not to say that I shouldn't be aware, but the fact that I can walk out of my house without a gun and people are not wielding guns is a major mindset and cultural difference. And you want to know what? It's fascinating that you need a gun to protect yourself. Then you need to look deeper into your society and ask yourself why. Why are you not protected enough by the people in your please? There we go.
Why gun violence is surging in where? Toronto, Canada.
Oh, yes.
Gun violence is growing in a prominent camp in the biggest city. Last year, Toronto's worse with the most shootings year to date.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
People have been shot.
My God. Stuart, when you start quoting NPR, I know you've lost your mind. And you know that when you start doing these things, and by the way, it's just classic. It's classic. But okay, please take out socialist publications and go ahead. You were once again only proving my point. In order to show why the United States is so much better than the rest of the world, let me prove to you how screwed up you guys are, to show you how great we are, because we need 120 guns per 100 households. Your culture and your mindset are completely off. And that note,
did you like the CBC? Do you like CBC?
Even less. Goodbye, guys. Let's once again.
Love John. I love you.
John,
need to show up more often.
I'm sorry. No, John, I'm going to tell you one thing. Your arguments are moot. I didn't say one thing about the government. I didn't say one thing about that the government should legislate.
John said a really good comment. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. John, I couldn't say that any better.
Congratulations. All you NRA carriers, congratulations. It's a beautiful thing that you continue to do so. And with that mindset that you need to carry a gun is what's going to continue to get you into trouble, rather than try to educate each other on mutual respect.
What do you think happens?
We're past our 15 minutes. And now
my 2 minutes. I love it. By the way, everyone, we always go 17 minutes. And if you look at our average, it's 17, 13. And you know what? David and I never agree on everything. But David, let's talk quickly. We're going live on that Howie thing in Canada.
So, folks, in case you want to hear us all over again and you've missed a couple of previous ones, the Howie Silberger Show, the political hitman, is on truetalkradio.com. He's going to be broadcasting our previous rants. You can catch our previous rants on our Facebook page, at our web address at therantnetwork.com. We are going to be back here Friday at noon. Free-flowing Friday! Stuart and I have absolutely no idea what each other is going to talk about, and we're just going to go at each other, or we're just going to have a love fest. I have no idea.
We could talk about gun control again, and this is a good issue. I mean, I got to tell you that, everyone thinks that, David and I hate each other. Well, maybe we do at times, but, there are a lot of facts around gun control. And David and I do make this issue a little bit higher than it really is. There is a serious problem in the world with guns. We all know this. It is not going to be the only thing that's going to define us as a country. Guns are a problem in people's hands. I agree with you, David, that have no respect for them. They are a very serious thing. And I strongly suggest anyone that owns a gun to know the risks of owning a gun. And, I'm for people owning guns. I'm for people owning cars and anything else that they want to own. But next week, David, what else we got going on? What's on our agenda?
Listen, folks, to wrap it up, I will be clear. I am not advocating banning guns. I'm advocating educating people on the respect of the gun. Once you get that, you'll realize society becomes better, and also respecting each other, which apparently we're not. We've lost the respect for the fellow man, for authority, for the police, and so on. On Friday will be Free Flow Friday. We will be talking about, we don't know yet. We're going to come in totally. Each one of us is going to come up with a different topic. We each take about 7 minutes or so to rant about something that really irks them. And it could be anything from sports, economics, owning your Mercedes cars, you name it.
Hey, listen, I got called white privilege for that one. And by the way, it's still not fixed, and I'm still dealing with Mercedes. In fact, I just sent the corporate executives the live video that we ran with to saying, hey, I don't want to call your customer service line. Just listen how mad I am with pictures.
Perfect. On that note, John, you're 100% right. It's stupid people with guns. Spoons don't make people fat. You're 100% right. And that's exactly what my point was. On that note,
your cheer is really good, John.
All the very best, everybody. Have a great day.